So, at what point did you think about doing hip hop? Because during that time, I mean, when you were a kid, there was what like Grandmaster Flash, Furious Five, there was the Sugar Hill Gang, but there weren't a lot of rap superstars back then.
I mean, as early as the names that you mentioned, as early as a Grandmaster Caz and Grandmaster Flash and Furious Five, Treacherous Three, Spoonie G, all those dudes. Like when I heard all them dudes, I mean, some of them I heard like as early as 11 years old. You know what I mean? But the first time hearing those cats, you know what I'm saying? I knew I wanted to do that. It was
Okay.
like an instantaneous love for hip hop music. When they start coming out in the parks and jamming, the DJs and all, and the MC grabbing the mic and doing it on that early, on that early in the game. You know what I'm saying? I fell in love with it then.
Okay. And were you Cool G Rap back then, or did you have another name?
Nah, I didn't really have a serious name like that back then. Um, it was my real name's Nathaniel. You know what I'm saying? So I had the name Nat Attack and all that at one time. You know what I mean? But nothing that I stayed serious with and kept along the years or nothing like that until I became like about 15 years old, 14 to 15 years old, and that's when I came up with the name Kool G Rap, Cool Genius of Rap.
Okay. Cool Genius or okay, Cool Genius of Rap, not Cool Gangster of Rap.
Nah, I said that on the record. I said the G stand for all these different things that begin with a G, but
Okay.
I was just messing around. You know what I'm saying? Like it really stood for genius, cool genius of rap.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Like at the time, there was no such thing as gangster rap. It was really more party rap.
Exactly. It wasn't no such thing as gangster rap.
So, at what point did you start formulating gangster rap lyrics?
But you know what? I didn't classify it as gangster rap back then. I was just being like a mirror reflection of what was going on around me at the time, or and some things I experienced directly. Um, like my first single for our album was Road to the Riches. And then Road to the Riches, it's like part of that is truth and part of that is, mixed up with things that was going on around me. Um, but I didn't classify. I just classified. To me, if you ask me now, it was just, I know you heard this a lot. I don't want to sound cliche, but it was reality rap. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Because I mean, before you started rapping, before you started putting, you put out Road to the Riches and everything. Were there other songs that could be classified as gangster rap songs?
When I came out the gate,
Yeah.
nothing really. I know a lot of cats say Schoolie D was early with it too. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But and not to take nothing away from my dude Schoolie. You know what I'm saying? Real thorough dude. But I knew Schoolie more for looking at my Gucci is about that time. That's what stood out to me if you brought up the name Schoolie D, because that was the Out of Here to the Moon smash hit record. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That was knocking everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really relate Schoolie to that. And I don't think the majority of people related Schoolie or classify them as, yo, Schoolie's a gangster rapper.
Right. But when you
Even if
came
he
out,
did some,
every song was essentially a gangster rap song.
right. But he wasn't known for those songs like maybe in Philly. You know
No,
what I'm
no, no, no. I
saying?
meant, I meant. Sorry, sorry. Let me start over. I said when you came out though,
Oh,
every song you were doing was
oh,
essentially a gangster rap song.
pretty much. Or something geared towards it. It's a demo wasn't. That was
Right.
just me being lyrical on It's a Demo.
Yeah.
I'm Fly wasn't all gangster, but it was street related. You know what I mean? So, but once I started coming in with Rackers Allen, and then Road to Riches, then Truly Yours, you know what I'm saying? It's like bringing that street flavor, that street element to the game, to the music.
Okay. So let's just kind of rewind for a second. You're rapping, but you're just you're learning your skill, and you're practicing and so forth, and then you end up hooking up with Marley Marl.
Right.
How did you initially meet him?
I met him through Polo. My man DJ Polo. Him and Marley was real tight. I believe they used to go to high school together. So once I linked with Polo, it was just Polo was already working with a kid named Frost, from my hood. You know what I'm saying? One of the dudes that used to rap from the hood. And he was saying Frost ain't really want to do promotional shows or promotional events, things of that nature. So he was looking for another rapper. And
Right.
and he already knew I was machine gunning because he had heard about me. You know what I mean? And so when we linked up, he's like, yo, cuz, I'm gonna bring you to Marley Marl house and all that. I'm a kid, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you bet, let's go. You know what I mean? I'm like fresh off the blocks, like, you know, put the packages away and all that, and make that run out to Queensbridge. And
Right.
and literally did that.
Right. And you guys recorded it's a demo the first night.
Yep, first night going there, yep.
Right. That was what
Exactly.
the James Brown funky drummer loop.
Funky drummer, no doubt.
Yep. The most used drum break in hip hop history.
Absolutely. And
And
I'm
you're
Fly, the B-side too. I recorded on Fly as well.
That's what's up. And you're how old at the time?
I'm 17 then. Yeah.
Okay. So you do it's a demo, and it starts to kind of circulate.
It circulated. It got hot. It turned out to be a real hot record. Like every club in New York was bumping it. Every hip hop club. You know what I'm saying? But everybody was bumping it. Um, got me to a level of having to perform the record. You know what I mean? So anytime people paying you to perform a record, so it got some heat on it. Definitely got some heat up under it.
Yeah. So then from there came your first record deal
Exactly.
with Cold Chillin'.
Cold Chillin' Records.
Okay. And then by that time, were you already part of the Juice Crew?
No, no, I wasn't. It was after doing this a demo. I think yeah, and the B side on Fly. It was like I was just automatically embraced as being a part of the Juice Crew, but nobody ever officially said like, "Yo, you want to be down with the Juice Crew?" or "We want you down with the Juice." It just happened to just flow that direction. You
Yeah.
feel me?
And I think what was so noticeable when you first came out, because, I was living in California at the time. So my first exposure to Kool G Rap was MTV Raps playing Road to the Riches.
Right.
And I'm like, this dude is rapping with a lisp, but it sounds fly the way he doing it. Because, Eric Sermon kind of came later on and did it as well, but you were the first like kind of lisp rapper. Like I don't hear it as much in your voice anymore, but at the time it was really noticeable.
Right. Right. I mean, that was just something I always had, like, since childhood at the time. You know what I mean? And I brought it with me in the hip hop game,
Yeah.
making music.